Hello, my name is Wes Dawson, and welcome back to another episode of Gabagool, Nate, a riveting episode, a very special episode indeed. Anybody watching live, this is another live episode, isn't that exciting? Don't be deceived from the background behind me. Let me tell you one thing, I've been talking about my move recently, so this is where I moved to. It's a wonderful little shed, it's $75 a month. They seem to make what looks like, rock candy in the back, but hey, helps me balance my budget, so that's all that really matters. What the hell are these things? Get out of here. Not you, Johnny. There's pop-ups on my screen. I don't know how to get rid of them. Anyway, so here we are. No, I'm back in my garage. This is in no way some kind of impromptu last-minute episode that I'm trying to get out within 8 minutes here. No, this is episode 99. Gabagool Nate's definitely not last-minute, diligently prepared episode. And I'm here to talk about a plethora of topics. I'm here for, expanding our own understanding of the universe. That's complete bullshit. I'm starting to try and swear a little bit less this week. I listened back to last week's live, and it was atrocious. It's like a sailor who knows nothing about sailing showed up to town and was just, running his dirty mouth. It wasn't pleasant. I thought about my grandmother, and holy Jesus. Okay, we're filming a live. There's giant bumblebees and whatnot flying through here. There's no flowers in here, buddy. It's a fucking garage. See, there I go cursing again. All right. Sorry, back to it. Oh, the Immaculate Ray St. Jean dropped in. G'day, sir. Long time no nothing. How you doing, man? I get to see people vicariously through social media, and that's about it. Other than that, I'm living in my garage up north. Yeah, so here we are, episode 99. I have my notes open. There's literally nothing other than the title for the episode. So episode 99, we're just going to wing it. We're going to see where it takes us. I may run out of here like a small child if that bee comes back. I'll claim I have an allergy to them. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but Jesus, that's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, it's Jesus. Piss off. Fucking God damn it. Okay, all right. This is getting out of hand. All right, we're back. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go cut down. Where's my whippersnapper? I'm going to cut every flower on our property if this bee keeps coming back. Jesus. All right, anyway. Yeah, it's talking about cutting grass, and it's strange. Like, the older I get, the more I care about how well my grass is cut. I did it very quickly today just to get it done because it was, I guess I don't care that much. It's about a foot long. But, every year that passes, it's like more diligently cut, and I'm more concerned about, adolescent children walking on it. Oh, there we go. That's good. Yeah. Well, I think most credit should be given to the bee. I think that, a big problem with my live episodes is anybody who listens to them have no idea what I'm talking about because I don't describe nearly enough what's going on. Basically, I've been flinching and jumping around because there was a small bumblebee zipping through this open garage. There's an open, 20-foot door behind me. I wonder how the bee got in here. Yeah. So summertime's upon us. I was sweating like a stuck pig earlier today. Felt good, but at the same time, not so good. I like nice weather. I don't like direct sunlight. Think of me as powder. That's why hunters hate me. I see a dead deer, I will transfer that over. But other than that, I'm done with winter. I lived in a Quincy for about 3 months. Wasn't that pleasant. And just living in a house in the winter isn't that pleasant either. So I'm kind of glad that times are changing. Okay, there we go. All right. Jesus, Murphy Brown. I can't concentrate now. Here, I'll drink a little bit more go-go juice. Hold on. Sponsored by nobody. This is a, what the hell flavor is it? Some kind of green monster that tastes like acid reflux. With a little bit of apple candy mixed in there. Anyway, we know this episode is going to be a very special episode, a very fancy kind of episode. I'm wearing sweatpants shorts. So just with that, we stepped it up a notch here at Gabagool, Nate. I don't mess around. This is all paid through the budget. Well, I fund the budget, so I guess that's kind of irrelevant. One story I will share, though. I was in an IGA recently with a very sketchy logo. It looked nothing like the regular font of an IGA. I almost thought it was like a rip-off store, which I've never seen, in North America, but anyway, I was questioning it, and Stefan Paulson was talking the other week in his live about people who get out of here, Jesus Murphy. All right, Okay, this bee is attacking me. I don't know what it wants. Like, literally, there's nothing in here. There's dozens of trees out there with blooming flowers for you to suckle on. Oh, my God. I came out here to be able to record a quick episode. Not cause too much of a ruckus in the house. Instead, I'm out here fighting a bumblebee. All right. Don't worry. That's what raid is for. Yeah, anyway, so I'm in this IGA, and this lady is doing the same thing. I don't remember if I finished what I was saying. Stefan Paulson's talking about people who talk on their cell phones in public with their speakerphone. And, excuse me, this lady was doing the same thing. And, I was talking, but on my normal, like on the phone without the speakerphone. And I was trying to talk louder because I couldn't hear, because this woman was like yelling into her speakerphone to overcome all the ambient noise and whatnot going around. Oh, John Kyan's here to run my name through the mud. Let's do it, man. I like getting dirty. Yeah, and as I'm speaking louder, she's like giving me this dirty look because she can't hear. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, well, yeah, but why are you having your private conversation so publicly? I'm like, that's not what speakerphone is intended for. And it's like her hands, she wasn't carrying anything. It was very irritating. Here we go, running. Oh, yes. Not uselessly. Quite diligently. We're here, last summer, there was a big problem with bees and pollination. They say, oh, the bees are dying. The bees are dying. I'm here to spread the message that's not true. There's plenty of them. They are a menace. Kill them at will. Kill them by the dozens. In terms of dozens, I mean dozens of hives. If you see them, burn them to the ground. Okay, that's what National Geographic and Environment Canada has been suggesting. I can assert that. If it's not true, I'm sorry, I retract it, but for now I stand by it. Because they're hyper aggressive. I don't know what's going on this year. I've never seen anything like this. Let me see what time it is. Oh, damn, this is going to be good. We're already almost done. So this way, I banged out a very diligently prepared episode. Every single word spoken this week is scripted. Like, I wish I could have an aside. Even this, what sounds like a monologue of my own personal thoughts, are actually written by a room of poorly paid writers, and that's kind of explains the quality of the show. Regardless of that, I wish I could interject a little bit of my own thoughts. You see, John Kyan, you're I don't know how to pronounce your name, so we're John Kyan, Cayenne pepper, spicy. Anyway, I wish I could interject a little bit more. Maybe we'll have an episode where, Wes Dawson shoots from the hip. I'll get drunk on whiskey and we will go apeshit. So the writers this week, I don't know what they were thinking, because this is a weird episode. I thought I had a little bit more things to talk about. I did. I had a couple little stories, but I wanted to save them for an episode called, Stupid Young Wes 2. I had said I'll do a sequel to that. At the time, that was one of our most listened to episodes, Stupid Young Wes and Doobie Doobie Pothead Stoner episode. Not that I ever touched the devil's cigarettes. We just talked about it, okay? And my mother's listening. Christ, guys, calm down. Yeah, so I have a few stories I want to talk about, but I'm going to save those for that particular episode because I think it fits there a little bit better, and very rarely do the episodes have any kind of coherent flow to them. So if I have a theme, I'm going to just cram that square peg into the round hole for a solid 8 minutes or more. Yeah, story of my life. Cramming that square peg in the round hole, baby. You get it in eventually, but you damage the shit out of that peg. I really wanted to curse less, and I came out at the worst possible time. As soon as I came out, I opened my laptop because here, you know what? I'll show it to anybody who didn't watch last week's episode. If you didn't watch last week's episode, I pity you. I seriously, it was moving. It was breathtaking. It was like watching Titanic again. The scene Titanic. I won't admit. No, not I won't admit. I will admit because I'm about to say it. I cried when I watched Titanic. But it wasn't during the scene you expected. It was during the art scene. I was hoping that she was going to draw Leo. I was extremely disappointed. That's true, but that's not what I meant. The sad scene was the old people that were on the bed when the water swooshed under their bed, and old Gertrude and Eugene drowned. They knew they were dying. I found that so sad. I cried right there. So yeah, this last week's episode was basically Titanic in audio podcast form, and this week's, so for anyone to see, I came out right when it was nearing sunset. It was getting dark, and when I came out, my neighbors were out there like, yeah, your dog shit in my yard, and he's like, I don't have a dog, that was my son, and Anyway, so whatever they're arguing about, I politely, we're neighbors. You gotta have to respect your neighbors. You live near them. I was like, hey, shut your fucking mouths while I'm recording my episodes, you stupid pieces of shit. And anyway, so now we got a little bit of peace and quiet for a few minutes. How do I flip this thing? See, I understand I look and I am the spry age of 19. My teenage years are flying by. I can't wait till I turn 20. But I use my phone like I'm about 87. Sometimes I can't find what I'm looking for. As a child, I always wanted glasses, and now I'm very grateful I don't need them. But here we are. So, that's usually there's something a lot worse on there. Now I'm using my phone. Anybody just listening to the audio podcast, using my phone to show the people in the live kind of what's going on. I parked my car in here like a drunk driver for some reason, crammed it in here real tight like. And here's a bunch of stuff that just, very inefficiently burns gas. So this is where we're recording again this week, and here I am just chilling here. I got some lights behind me. Oh, there we go. Hey, sponsored by Volcom and Man Breasts. It's two wonderful companies. Here's one thing I did want to talk about. Well, first off, there's only some people can relate with this. Some people can't. I don't know why the little dance there. I want to just illustrate two people or two types of people. If in your home your towels are uniformly one color and shape, like one type of towel, or do you have like a hodgepodge of different types of towels? Honestly, if you're the one that I'm thinking of, I hate you and your family, and otherwise, you're all right. You passed the test. Personally, at my house, we have like hodgepodge, and we have like, there's a green one, a red one, a white one, a blue one, who knows? All different colors. And I don't know if I'm the only person who does this. I always particularly take out the best towel. There's some towels that are just better. They absorb. They're almost like ShamWows, but large format. But not, because they don't hold water, so they're nothing like that. They're just kind of like a bathroom towel. And anyway, I will lift the pile up to take out the good one, put the pile back, and I don't know if my family knows I've done this. If all your towels match, you're a serial killer. Thank you. Okay, that was ding, ding, ding. I understand it looks nice. Like, say I had a display cupboard, maybe I'd put all 6 towels the same color. But I mean, you like a bit of variety. Sometimes I like the Ninja Turtles. Sometimes I like it's basically strings the size of a face cloth left, and I try and dry my whole body with that. I've been using this towel for like 28 years, I like having that option. I don't like being kind of rigidly, you're using a whatever it is, 18 by, that's very short. I guess like a 35 by 20-inch blue navy towel, okay? I don't know why we're getting so deep into towels. I'm really into it. I'm not saying I'm not, honestly. I never thought about bathroom towels in this kind of light before. Bed Bath & Beyond. I understand the allure. Okay. All right. I know I'm nearing the end of this week's episode because, hey, I started a few minutes earlier. I'm going to drink a little bit more of my acid reflux. This is basically, I bought myself a monster. Well, I bought myself a monster. I stole it for free from my mother's store. It's basically the opposite of Pepto-Bismol. It tastes like heartburn with a bit of green apple candy. I finally agree with Wes on something. Can't have all matching towels. Thank you. I want to shout out to one member, the Mercedes boys. Bert, I don't remember which one he is. Sorry, guys, no offense. A lot of head trauma on myself. That's why I can't remember stuff. I also put stuff in my body I shouldn't. So I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Oh my god. No, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Okay. The whatchamacallit. Mercedes boys. All right. So I trained with one of them. Well, both of them. But this one I'm talking about, Bert. He had a towel that he never washed. This towel, like, you could hold it out vertically. It was amazing. Eventually, Coach Rocco, there we go. Okay, everyone, please, let's pretend I didn't just break kayfabe, be disrespectful, and just be a complete dick. I don't think I was disrespectful. Why am I arguing with myself? I wasn't, okay? But anyway, Rocco, watch them. I'm nothing against them. They're great heels. They're great. Like, watch these guys. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying his towel was like amazingly disgusting. It was like a piece of sandpaper. The coach eventually forced him to change it. And I was like, come on, man. This thing's like a legacy. This thing, eventually going to nail it to the wall. People kiss it before matches. Rub their toes on it and get friggin' athlete's foot. That's how you bond as wrestlers, is shared, fungus on your feet. Well, I guess it's more like the traveling, training, and sweat and pain. But Athlete's foot might be a part of it too. Anyway, all right, so that's it. Unless somebody throws up a crazy topic I really want to talk about, or one that, is just incredibly inflammatory. I made a joke. I moved recently. I made a joke to someone, and I very inadvertently hit these very thick leather gloves on, like out of place thick leather gloves, like he was handling cattle. And I made some joke about killing people in Texas. Yeah, exactly. But I was thinking Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then when him and the other guy in the room looked at me like, "You're a real piece of human trash, aren't you, Wes?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" It didn't even click to me. I was like, "Shit!" The tragedy, the shooting in Texas. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I never would have said that. I was really purely thinking of Leatherface. Anyway, I slumped my head in shame. That's not true. I have no shame. I raised my chin up high and said, "Well, you live, you learn, you get loves." All right. On that note, I think we're done. I got nothing else to yell about into my remote. I've talked about just about everything pressing this week in the news. Freedom for Johnny, baby. Not Johnny Depp. Like, he's doing well, too. When I said freedom for Johnny Taco, baby. He's fucking a free man. Held by the chains of society. He's broken out, spreading fucking taco juice all over the world, and I love it. I gotta stop swearing so much. I know. I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I'm like the world's most poorly trained sailor. That's it. This week was pleasant. It was fun. It was succinct to the point. Much like my sex life. The way I like it. Short, quick, and know the hey. You can clean it up with a dry erase board. All right. My name is Wes Dawson. This has been Gabagool and 8. Please listen, like, share, and subscribe. And please tell a friend. Say, listen to this podcast. It's amazing. If you don't like the podcast, do it as a rib. Say, hey, man, listen to this podcast. It's amazing. They'll be like, hey, that was a hunk of garbage. What the hell was that for 8 minutes? Either way, I'll get a few more listens. Maybe I'll make some ad revenue. Buy myself a new tractor to cut my grass with. I was pushing a mower. It was brutal. All right. Peace out. Take care. That was Gabagool and 8. Tune in next Wednesday. New episodes every week.